Hello beautiful, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Bettina and I'm the makeup enthusiast. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my October update on my team project pan. So this is going to be an update on all the progress I made on my items in this project in October. I have my box here in front of me. I'm currently working on a lot of items. Now let me tell you, I'm so excited to film this video today because I have made a shit ton of progress on a lot of these products, and we have like 3 rollouts I think because I've used products up. How freaking exciting is that? Actually, I think I have 4 rollouts. Before we get into talking about those products, if you are new around here, I would love it if you would consider subscribing down below if you want to keep up to date on all my project panning videos and all my other makeup reviews and chatty videos that I do every week here on YouTube. And I do also go live on YouTube every single Sunday to talk about the new beauty releases. I would love to see you there. And without further ado, let's jump on into the video. So as per usual, I do like to follow my spreadsheet because if I don't follow my spreadsheet, I always forget something. So I'm going to follow my spreadsheet. So that means we are starting off the start of the video with an empty. So first category is foundations, and I did manage to use up literally just in the past week. This foundation took me forever to get through, and it was the Bourjois CC cream. These ordinarily take me a couple of months, and I think this one ended up taking me like 3 and a bit months. Like this little tube, it just keeps going and going. It's like the Energizer battery of the beauty industry. Like every time I used this, I would take the top off and it would still be going. It would still be going, and then it would like spurt a little bit and it would just be flowing like for another couple of uses. So you definitely get your money's worth out of this one. It's a nice product. I do like this. Like for a CC cream, I think personally like it's quite a high coverage for a CC cream compared to other CC creams. However, the color on me, like sometimes it does go a little bit orange. So yeah, the color is not the best, and there's only 1 shade in the range. I believe there's only 1 shade, but now I look at it, maybe there's 2. Maybe there's like a couple. There might be a couple because this does actually have a color on it. It has 32 light beige. So this might be the lightest one, but they may have a couple of others. I'm not sure whether they stock all of the colors in Australia though. I think that might possibly be it, that they don't stock all the colors. That's my first product that I've used up, and over the last month I did use about 11 and a bit grams of that one. So because that one is done, I am rolling in my last foundation in my collection. This is the CoverGirl Outlast All Day Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation. This is the last bottle of foundation I have in my collection. I do want to be really strong, and I want to use this one up completely before I buy another one. But there is a kind of, I think it's more like a tinted moisturizer, might be like a CC cream that's coming out I think in the next week to week and a half from my favorite sunscreen brand, and I think I'm gonna buy it so I can do a review for you guys. So I will be cheating a little bit, but I definitely will get all of my foundations done before the end of the year, and I'll have that new one like going into the start of 2022. So yeah, I think I'm gonna cheat a little bit just because I'm super excited. I'm at the point where I'm allowed to buy a new foundation because I'm on my last one. I'm on the legs of the last one. So I think I'm gonna treat myself for being so good for the entirety of both 2020 and 2021, because last year I didn't buy a foundation either. So last year I think I burnt through 6 foundations in my collection, so I like halved my foundation collection. This year I thought that I was really hopeful that I would get the remainder of the foundation collection done earlier in the year so I could have a play with some new stuff, but that didn't happen. So we are moving on to the last one, and as I said, I might buy. I might be strong and resist temptation, but I'm very excited for the new product that's coming out, and it's from my favorite sunscreen brand, and they're also an Australian brand. So I think I'm quite tempted to pick it up because you guys know how much I love supporting Australian like indie brands and Australian brands in general. Next, moving on to concealer, and this is where we have another empty. So for the majority of this year, I think almost 7 months I was using this concealer for, and this is the Ordinary High Coverage Concealer. I had it in the color 1.1N Fair Neutral. This little puppy lasted me forever, and I think I got this one from Adore Beauty, and I want to say it was between $15 and $25. I can't quite remember for certain though how much exactly it was, but it's a fairly cheap concealer. It lasts forever. I personally probably wouldn't pick this one up. However, if it does work for you, I can totally understand why you would purchase it, because the price is fantastic. The price is right, and for cost per usage and value for money, it is definitely up there in value because of the price being so low. So to replace that one, I'm going to roll in a product that I most certainly will not get done before the end of the year, but I want to just roll it in so I can kind of track the progress and see how I'm going with it. So I'm going to roll in the Oma Stay Woke Concealer. I have this in the color White Pearl T2. I'm wearing this under my eyes today. I have been wearing this for the last, I think, week, maybe a bit longer, and I've been really enjoying how this looks under my eyes, and I think from a distance on camera, I think it looks really nice as well. So it is on the thicker side, so when you pull the doe foot out, like a lot of product comes out on the tip. So I do use quite like a smaller amount. I do like one little dot on the inner corner and one on the outer corner, and it's more than enough to do my whole under eyes. So that's coming in, and it's weighing in at 23.02 grams at the moment. As I said, I do not anticipate having that one done anywhere near done by the end of the year. I did want to say with the Ordinary one, the final weight of this is 4.25 grams, and over the last month I used about 0.8 of a gram. Moving into bronzer, so I'm currently working on my NARS Laguna bronzer, and I use this like intermittently throughout the month. I definitely can see that the level up in this corner and this corner is definitely starting to lower. And I guess kind of in general all around the pan, it's definitely lowering, but in this corner is definitely where it's getting very low. I think my goal, maybe I want to try and clear out this corner before the end of the year. If I can clear out this corner and maybe have it empty to up to about here, I'd be very happy with that, because I've made a massive amount of progress on this one this year. I hit pan on this one this year, and I've expanded it like to this much. And you guys will see in the progress photos, like comparing last month to this month, how much I've expanded the pan. Like every month it expands like a tiny little bit. The main thing that I'm trying to focus on at the moment is just getting that level down, because up until now, these like bottom edges here were almost like flush. It was like they had never really been touched. So I'm really trying to focus on getting that level down. Then I'm moving into highlighters, and you guys know I have had my Stila All Over Shimmer Duo in the project since the start of the year. I don't know why I've kept it in here, but I was hoping to try and expand the pan on this side just a little bit more, but that's not happening. So I think for now, I'm gonna rotate this one out. I might maybe consider bringing this one back in sometime next year, but for now, I'm gonna rotate it out, and I'm just gonna be satisfied with the fact that I used up one side. If you know, you know. I am gonna be satisfied that I used up one side. I say that very cheekily because I didn't actually use it up. It fell out of the pan and smashed everywhere, but I consider it as a usage. And then the other side I did actually hit pan on. So yeah, if you know, you know. It's actually it's caught on camera in one of my team project pan updates. So If you want to go back and find that, it's very amusing to watch my reaction. And for the last couple of months, I have been working on my sleek makeup. This is the face contour kit. So this has the bronzer and the highlight in it. I'm just purely focusing on the highlight at the moment. And I don't know whether you can see, but there's getting quite a considerable dip in that pan there. I feel like I have used this so freaking much. And the dip is like so goddamn deep. I'm like, where on earth is the pan? Like, this is like the pan that just keeps on going. It's lasting forever. And I'm like, the dip, like I've been using this so much. I use it like every day for work. And whenever I can, I use this as a highlighter. And I'm just like, come on. I've put in the hard yards. There's a freaking huge dip in there. Surely I deserve some pan by now. Hopefully by the end of the year. We have, what, a month and a half? So hopefully by the end of the year, I will have pan on that one. I just feel like I'm so close. I'm so close. And over the last month on that face kit, I've used 0.35 of a gram. On the bronzer, I've used about 0.4 of a gram. Moving on to my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. This is getting very low, like it's getting very light on. I think I'll have this one done maybe next month, next update, if not like very closely after that. So this one is weighing in at 50.98 grams. Over the last month, I used about 11 grams of this one. So it's definitely getting close. Definitely getting close. My Benefit Brow, this product is going to last me an eternity. I did use like 0.2 of a gram on this. So it's always very slow progress on this. I don't know whether I'm loving this product at the moment. I have definitely like worn the kind of the peak down, like I kind of mushed it into a bit of a mound, and I've definitely worn it down a little bit. However, I think it's at the point where I need to give it a bit of a stir again. I do find it's a bit on the drier side, and when I pull it out on my brush, it kind of gets a little bit clumpy and I don't love the effect. So I think it's at the point where I need to give it a bit of a stir, get in there with my spatula, maybe add a tiny little bit of Duraline in there just to get it moving again. I don't want to commit another year to this one, but I think that is what's going to happen if I want to see the end of this one. Okay, lip products. So I'm working on 3 lip products at the moment. So 2 lipsticks and a lip gloss. The lip gloss is the Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie Lip Gloss in Crowd Pleaser. And I did use a lot of this past month. So this is it here. And it's at the point now where I have to lie it on the side to be able to get any product out. I'm making great progress on this one, and I do think that I will have this one done by the end of the year. I was hoping that I would have more of these used up in this year, but that didn't happen. But once I have this one done, I would have used up 2 of these Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie lip glosses. So it's not a total fail, but I was hoping that I would have maybe like 3 or 4 of them done. My 2 lipsticks that I was working on this past month, the first one was the Hourglass I Cherish, and the other one was my Hourglass You Are Mine. The Hourglass I Cherish, I would have showed you last month that I had finished it. However, I just needed to scrape out the product that was in the little bullet, the base of the bullet, and I did manage to do that. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see this or not. My ring light is broken, guys, and I don't really have enough funds at the moment to replace it, so you just gotta bear with the lighting that I have, unfortunately. So this one is completely done. This takes me to, I think this is my second Hourglass Confession lipstick I've used up this year. I'm hoping that I'll have this one done, but I don't think that's gonna happen because I'm just not seeing the kind of progress that I would like to see on this one if I hope to have it finished. So I've used, I want to say it's almost like a centimeter of this, maybe like half a centimeter to a centimeter. So this is how much I have left, and you'll see from my progress sheet how much progress I've made. Now, I will say when it comes to this lipstick, I can definitely tell that the formula is changing on it. It is kind of getting on the drier side. It's starting to get a little bit of a scent to it. So I definitely want to power through this and get it finished in the next month or so, because I do think that it's going through the motions of changing, which is really disappointing because I really like these lipsticks and they're really expensive, but the formula for me just doesn't stay stable for as long as I would like. I've got lipsticks in my collection that I've had for longer than I would like to admit that are still like stable, haven't really turned, whereas these ones, they seem to get to like the 18-month to 2-year mark and they start to turn. I've got a shitload of Hourglass lipsticks in my collection. A lot of them are still alright, but there are just a few. I don't know whether it must be like a difference in formula or like difference in the color pigment or something like that in those ones. And those particular ones have started I've started noticing changes in the formula, and I really want to get those ones done before they go bad, because it's a lot of money wasted if I don't use them. Moving on to skincare, I was working on the Nomino Radiant Hydration Night Mask this past month. I had a little bit left in this one. I did manage to get it used up. I think it was about midway through the month. So I have another face mask used up. I was hoping to use up 5 face masks in 2021. So I'm gonna be very close because I've used up 4 so far. So I'm gonna be very close. So all that being said, I am rotating in another face mask. This is the Sanctuary Spa 5-minute thermal detox mask. This one is, I want to say it's sitting about halfway, like it's down to about here. If I use this maybe once or twice a week for the next month and a half, I might see it done. Nail polishes. So again, not much progress on my nail polishes, but I do have a little bit of movement. So my Essie base coat is down to 42.78 grams. So I used 0.06 of a gram. My top coat is down to 52.74 grams. So I used 15.15 of a gram. And my color, which is the Essie Bobbing for Baubles color, it's like this really nice kind of navy blue color. This one's down to 26.46 grams, so I used about 0.4 of a gram of this one. I'm wearing this on my nails today with like some eyeshadows, some like, what are they called? Like iridescent, shifty eyeshadows over the top. I really like how it turned out, so I might be a little bit more motivated to use this one over the next couple of months if I am enjoying the way my nails look after the technique I used today. My perfumes, so I actually made pretty good progress across my perfumes. So last month I did roll in 3 perfumes. I was being very ambitious, rolling 3 perfumes in. So you will see from those lines, so the second black line down to the bottom here is where we're up to. So on this one here, so this is I think this is the one I made the most. These two are about the same. So this one here, excuse me guys, the print on this is so tiny and it's like the same color as the bottle. So this is Joy Eclat. So that's the progress there. So we're sitting about halfway on this one. Then I have Sensual Light, which is probably like maybe a quarter left. I think I'll have this one done by the next update if I focus on it. There's only maybe like a week's worth left in there. And then this one here is Harmony, which has the most amount left in it. So I've probably used about a quarter to a third of this one. So going forward, because I only have a month and a half left, I don't think I'm going to get all 3 of these done. So going forward, I want to try and get this one here. This is the Essential Light one. This is the one that has the smallest amount left. I'm going to focus on this one first before the next update, because I think I definitely can have this one done by the next update. Once I have that one done, I'm going to move on to the Joy Eclat one, because this one is sitting about halfway. And I think based on how I've gone across all three of them over the last month, if I focus that energy on like one at a time, I can definitely probably have 100% at least Essential Light, and then I'll be very close on this one here, the Joy Eclat one, and I'll move this one on into the new year. If I can make some more progress on this one before the new year, that would be fantastic, but that's probably going to be my plan moving forward between now, the next update, and the finale. Last but not least is my hair care products, and I did make some good progress on some of these hair care products over the last month. Starting off with my Lush Dry Shampoo. I used a couple of grams of this one. I think I've used about 3 grams of this one this past month. So we are probably sitting probably just under halfway now. This is going to definitely come with me into 2022, but you know, we might be seeing some signs that we could probably get this one done in the new year. Hopefully it'll probably take me the entirety of the year, but we might actually see it finally out of my collection. Then the next one, which is probably the most shocking one, I feel like we've made so much progress on this one. This is my Wave Spray, and if you can see, like, this is where I was at last month and this is where I'm up to now. So I made the most amount of progress probably so far this year in the past month, and the progress over the past month has really given me some hope that there might be a chance that I can get this one done before the end of the year. Over the last month, I used, oh my gosh, my maths is terrible, like 14 grams, almost 15 grams of this one. So some massive progress. And if I do that again for this next month, I'll be almost finished it, and then I'll have a couple of more days before the finale to get it totally done. That's the plan. I hope it works. Living Proof Instant Defrizz. This one is sitting at 38.7 grams. So I used about 4 grams of this one this past month. This freaking bottle, it feels like it's getting close to the end, but then whenever I use it, it just keeps coming out. So I'm at a loss. I feel like, surely, I want to say this can is probably weight-wise maybe between 20 and 30 grams, like just the can itself. When I get closer down to 30 grams, I think I'll have a better understanding of the weight. But yeah, I'm assuming that maybe this can's like 20 grams. I walk that fine line of whether my hair's frizzy or greasy when I use this. So I do have to be a little bit careful, but I don't mind using it at the moment. Last but not least is my Davines Curl Building Serum. I used 10.94 grams of this one this past month. So I am almost under 200 grams on this one. I think definitely by the next update, it'll be under 200 grams. This one's going to be a long process, a long endeavor. I probably will just roll this one in first thing in my intro next year into a project, just because I want to try and get as much of it as humanly possible used in 2022, and maybe like try and have it actually finished in 2022. If I can make like 10 months worth of 10 grams, like 10 to 20 grams, I think, sorry, 12 months of 10 to 20 grams, that's like between 120 to 240 grams worth of product. I think that I could definitely have it done in the next year, but oh my god, it's such a daunting thought thinking about penning a product for the entirety of 2022. It's like I'm wishing away the next year already. even though we haven't even finished this one yet. That's my update on my team project pan for October. While you are down in the comments, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. You can also subscribe to my channel if you would like to keep up to date on all of my project pans and all my other videos and content that I post on this channel. You can also join my membership for extra perks if you do want extra perks. That's it for this video, everyone. I hope that you're having an absolutely fantastic day. I hope that you are staying safe and healthy and looking after yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, beautiful.